Ukrainian forces are facing a critical situation on the ground as internal dissent and severe manpower shortage threaten the stability of frontline defenses. Former Ukrainian Deputy Defense Minister Vitaliy Deynega has publicly called for a tactical withdrawal from the embattled city of Pokrovsk before Ukrainian troops become completely encircled. In a series of statements on Facebook, Deynega expressed that despite official assurance, the situation is very complex and difficult to control. He has urged military leadership to leave these cities while possible, highlighting a growing divide between on-the-ground reality and official narratives from Kyiv. This sentiment is echoed by military analysts and civil groups who warn that the refusal to retreat from untenable positions could lead to significant losses. The Ukrainian army, stretched across a 1,000-kilometer front line, is struggling to match Russia's ability to continuously replenish its forces despite suffering heavy losses, creating a stark disparity in rotational capabilities. Compounding the practical challenges are alarming reports of internal discipline and morale issues within the Ukrainian military. A viral video confession from a Ukrainian soldier who claimed he was kidnapped by his own command and later abandoned on the battlefield has sparked outrage and raised serious questions about internal rift and human rights violations. In a separate incident, according to military expert Vitaliy Deynega, a reserve colonel from the self-proclaimed Luhansk People's Republic, Ukrainian forces captured 3 French and 2 Colombian mercenaries as the group attempted to flee the battlefield. These foreign fighters were allegedly treated as hostage, with a ransom of 20,000 euros demanded for each individual's release. Deynega stated that the mercenary refused to continue fighting and tried to escape the area of intense combat, pointing to a breakdown in coordination and morale among foreign legions units. The desperation to replenish frontline troops has led to increasingly harsh and controversial recruitment methods by Ukrainian authorities. Tensions over forced mobilization exploded in the city of Dnipro, where a man opened fire on recruitment officers, injuring 2 during a reported conscription attempt. The suspected subsequently fled and remained at large, prompting a widespread manhunt. This violent incident underscores the growing public resistance to the government's recruitment drive, which has been criticized for its aggressive tactics. Human rights officials have documented systematic and widespread abuses by draft officers, including reports of officers using force, chasing civilians, and even conscripting homeless individuals. These methods reflect the immense pressure on Kyiv to find new soldiers amid relentless battlefield setbacks and mounting casualties. The cumulative effect of these pressures is a military on the brink of a broader collapse, with reports indicating that tens of thousands of Ukrainian soldiers have fled the conflict. Commander-in-Chief Oleksandr Syrskyi has acknowledged that the situation has significantly worsened, particularly in the southern Zaporizhia region, where Ukrainian forces have withdrawn from several villages after facing overwhelming Russian artillery fire. Reports from the Financial Times warn that thousands of Ukrainian soldiers risk being trapped in Donetsk and Kharkiv regions due to critical manpower shortage and growing desertion. Meanwhile, a massive exodus of fighting-age men from the country continues, with over 79,000 Ukrainians seeking temporary protection in the EU in September alone. The largest numbers being absorbed by Poland, Germany, and Czechia. This bleeding of the nation's youth, combined with a leadership reluctant to authorize strategic retreat, poses an existential threat to Ukraine's ability to sustain a prolonged defense against the Russian advance. If you have made it this far, congratulations, you have unlocked the truth. I want to ask you a quick question though. Former Deputy Defense Minister Vitaliy Deynega's call for Ukrainian forces to abandon strategically vital cities like Pokrovsk due to an unsalvageable situations and catastrophic manpower shortage suggests a profound rift between political messaging and battlefield reality. In a long-term conflict of attrition, should the leadership prioritize preserving the lives of its remaining troops through strategic, if politically painful, retreats, or should it stand firm at all costs to deny Russia a propaganda victory and maintain the integrity of its defensive lines? And why? Join the debate. We want to hear your insightful opinion on where this is all heading in our community. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Like the video, hit the notification bell, and most importantly, subscribe. And one more thing. You might have noticed my channel doesn't feature typical video clips. This is a deliberate choice to ensure the long-term health of this channel. Navigating YouTube's copyright systems can be incredibly complex and time-consuming. To avoid the risk of copyrights, strikes, warnings, the consistent trying to reach a YouTube agent, and the potential account termination, I have made the strategic decision to create original content that doesn't rely on third-party video clips material. I understand this approach may mean slower growth, but my priority is building a sustainable and reliable platform for high-quality reporting without copyright issues. Thank you for your understanding and support. I'll see you guys in the next one.